BMW. The badge alone screams status, performance, and German precision. But let's be real for a second. Is that badge a mark of engineering excellence? Or is it just a cover for fragile mechanics designed to drain your bank account? Here's the truth. Buying a used BMW is essentially a game of Russian roulette. Pull the trigger on the right model, and you have a car that feels like an extension of your body. But pick the wrong engine, you are signing up for financial ruin that will make a grown man cry. We have dug through the service bulletins, the forums, and the mechanic horror stories to bring you the definitive guide on which hearts you should trust and which ones you need to run away from. But hold up, before we save you thousands of dollars, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more brutally honest car guides. Today, we are exposing the 3 worst and celebrating the 4 best BMW engines ever bolted into a chassis. Let's rip the band-aid off and start with the absolute disasters. These are the engines that keep mechanics' kids in private school. Number 3, the N20 4-cylinder. This engine was supposed to be the future. It replaced the legendary naturally aspirated straight 6s with promises of better fuel economy and punchy turbo torque. On paper, a 2.0-liter turbo making decent power sounds perfect for a 3 Series or an X3. But listen, in the real world, this thing is a betrayal. BMW utilized plastic timing chain guides that are about as durable as a chocolate teapot. Over time, that plastic becomes brittle and shatters, falling into the oil pan and clogging the oil pickup. The result? The engine starves of oil, the chain jumps, and the pistons smash into the valves. We are talking about a catastrophic failure that turns your car into a very expensive paperweight. And that's not all. This issue was so widespread that it sparked a massive class action lawsuit. You might hear a whining noise before it blows, but often there is zero warning. 1 second you are driving to work, the next you need a brand new engine. If you are looking at a used model from the early 2010s with this 2.0-liter unit, just keep walking. Number 2, the N62 V8. If the N20 is a frag grenade, the N62 is a slow-acting poison. This 4.4-liter and 4.8-liter V8 found in the 7 Series and X5 sounds incredible. It has that deep, burbling V8 idle that makes you feel like a CEO. But here's the truth. Owning one requires a CEO's salary. The engineering decisions on this engine are mind-boggling. First, you have the valve stem seals. The rubber hardens around 70,000 miles, and suddenly, you are burning oil like a 2-stroke lawnmower. You'll be leaving clouds of blue smoke at every traffic light. The parts are cheap, but the labor, you have to take the engine apart, costing upwards of $5,000. But hold up, it gets worse. There is a coolant transfer pipe buried deep inside the V of the engine. A tiny seal fails, and coolant starts dumping out. To fix it the official way, you have to remove the engine or tear down the entire front timing case. It is an astronomical repair bill for a $10 seal. Throw in an alternator bracket gasket that leaks oil directly onto the alternator, frying the electronics, and you have a machine designed to fail. Number 1, the S65 V8. This one hurts. I know the fanboys are going to be angry in the comments, because this engine powers the legendary E92 M3. It is a 4.0-liter, high-revving masterpiece that screams all the way to 8,400 RPM. It feels like a race car engine, but you wouldn't believe this. It has an Achilles heel that can kill it instantly. The rod bearings. The clearance between the bearings and the crankshaft is too tight from the factory. If you don't let the oil warm up perfectly, or even if you do, those bearings wear down prematurely. When they spin, it's game over. The rod can snap and punch a hole right through the block. You are looking at a $15,000 bill to replace it. And that's not all. The throttle actuators are famous for failing, throwing the car into limp mode. It is a spectacular engine to drive, but owning one is like dating a supermodel who actively hates you. You are constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop. Now wipe that sweat off your brow. It's not all doom and gloom. BMW has built some of the finest machinery on earth. Let's look at the engines that are worth every penny. Number 4, the S54 straight 6. This is the engine that powered the E46 M3, and for many, it is the peak of the mountain. It's a 3.2-liter, naturally aspirated screamer. It makes over 100 horsepower per liter without a turbo in sight, which is an engineering marvel for its time. Now listen closely. This engine is high-strung. It does have maintenance requirements. It needs valve adjustments, and yes, the rod bearings should be swapped as a preventative measure. But here is the difference. The S54 is robust. It doesn't usually fail without warning. If you treat it right, warm it up, and do the maintenance, it can take an absolute beating on the track and still drive you home. It's a raw mechanical experience that connects you to the road in a way modern cars just don't. It demands respect, but it rewards you with reliability that the later V8s just couldn't match. If you are enjoying this deep dive, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps us get these videos out to more enthusiasts like you. Number 3. The S85 V10. I know what you are thinking. You just said rod bearings are a deal breaker, and now you're recommending the V10 M5? Here's the truth. The S85 is a maintenance nightmare if you ignore it. It drinks fuel, it eats rod bearings, and the Vanos pumps are high pressure and high cost. But, and this is a big but, it is a 5.0-liter V10 inspired by Formula One technology. It sounds like a banshee wailing at 810-250 RPM. There is nothing else like it, and there never will be again. It makes the list because it is special enough to justify the cost. Unlike the N62, which is just a lazy luxury V8 that breaks, the S85 is a piece of history. Owners who stay ahead of the rod bearings and throttle actuators are seeing these engines hit 150,000 miles. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you want the ultimate driving experience, this is the risk worth taking. Number 2. The N52 Straight 6. Let's come back down to earth. You want a daily driver? You want a BMW that starts every morning and doesn't ask for a kidney donation. You want the N52. This was the last naturally aspirated straight 6 BMW put into mass production cars, like the 328i and Z4. It uses a composite magnesium aluminum block to save weight, which was risky tech, but they nailed it. This 3.0-liter engine is smooth as silk and shockingly durable. You don't have high-pressure fuel pumps failing. You don't have turbos blowing up, and you don't have carbon buildup on the valves. Sure, the electric water pump will die around 80,000 miles, and the valve cover gasket might seep a little oil, but those are minor inconveniences. We regularly see these cars hitting 200,000 miles with nothing but basic maintenance. It is the perfect balance of modern tech and old-school reliability. Number 1. The M54 Straight 6. Here it is, the king. If you open the dictionary and look up bulletproof, you should see a picture of the M54 B30, found in the E46 330i and the E39 5 series. This 3.0-liter legend is widely considered the best all-around engine BMW ever made. It's not the most powerful, pushing about 225 horsepower, but it is built like a tank. It doesn't have the complex valvetronic systems of the later engines or the direct injection that causes issues. It's simple, effective, and practically unkillable. You wouldn't believe the mileage some of these get. 300,000 miles is not unheard of. The common issues? The cooling system is weak, so you replace the plastic parts every few years. The DISA valve in the intake can rattle. The CCV system can clog. But guess what? You can fix all of these things in your driveway with a basic tool set. It is the golden era of BMW, where you could actually work on your own car. If you find a clean E39 or E46 with this engine, buy it immediately. It will likely outlive you. So there you have it, the lineup of shame and the Hall of Fame. If you are in the market, avoid the N20's timing chain drama. Stay far away from the N62's leaky plumbing, and think twice about the S65 unless you have deep pockets. Instead, hunt for the S54's raw power, the S85's exotic scream, or settle into the rock-solid reliability of the N52 and M54. But listen, no matter which engine you choose, the most critical tool in your arsenal is a pre-purchase inspection. Don't trust the seller, trust the data. Spending a couple $100 now could save you thousands later. If you want to know how to maintain these engines so they last forever, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have got a lot more deep dives coming your way. Drive safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.